All right, we live. All right, Shalom Israel, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua brought the thumb to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shemar Allah Thun Hashem Yahushua to the sisters. This is the Isupk, and we are started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. It says 1969. We have made it our business to teach and educate our people on their true identity according to the Bible. What is that identity? That you are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
You are the greatest people to ever grace the face of God's green earth. But however, when you are a gracious people, when you're a wonderful people, when you're a people that's preferred by God, we are required to live our lives a certain way. We have a culture and we have a moral standard. You see what I'm saying? That the Lord required that we follow, man. If we want to defeat our enemies, if we want to make it out of this captivity, if we want our people to get off of drugs, if we want our people to stop being alcoholics, if we want our women to stop being whores, if we want our brothers to stop killing each other and gunning each other down in the streets, if we want these things to happen, it's very important that we understand that it starts with the Bible. You see what I'm saying? That same little book that so many of us we used to see sit on our grandmother's nightstand that we ignored, man. Who knew that the secret to life was in that Bible? Who knew that the secret to escaping your captivity was sitting right there in that Bible, man? You see what I'm saying? And this is Isupk Las Vegas this Tuesday Brotherhood class. My name is Priest and Officer Shalimar, and I'm just be holding it down, man, until a very powerful brother gets here, man. You see what I'm saying? We got Captain of 13,000 Yatazaq on the way. You see what I'm saying? Give Captain a hand in advance, I know y'all tuning in like, I don't know Yatazaq to me, nigga. No worries, he is on his way. But I'm gonna hold it down briefly for him until he get here, man. Super excited to have Captain Yatazaq in town. I want to ask that everyone stay tuned to future classes because you never know who's gonna pull up, man. You never know who's gonna pull up to the Isupk Las Vegas building and hold one down, man. You never know what you could miss. We're here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. 612 South Jones Boulevard, man. If you're in the Las Vegas area, so we talk to you. You see what I'm saying? But the reason that we had these classes is because our people are taught to do everything against God. They taught to eat pork. They taught to eat crab, shrimp, lobster, all of those different things. They taught to celebrate all these different holidays. And what does that do? It damages our communities. It damages our men. It makes our women tough and our men soft, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why you have so many. That's why you have so many homosexuals walking around. So many brothers and sisters living alternative lifestyles. You want to know why? Because America teaches us that we can live our life however it is we want to do. We can do whatever it is we want to do. God knows your heart. You see what I'm saying? The Bible tells us that we ought to have discipline. That we ought to have morals. Give me Proverbs. Give me that scripture in Proverbs, man. Because this is what we ought to do with our people instead of allowing them to just live how they want to live according to the American belief. You got that for me?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, beginning at verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Train up a child in the way to go.
This is the Bible saying, man, we should train up our children in the way they should go. We shouldn't let our children go with the crowd. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't let a boy put on a dress because society says it's acceptable. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't let our youth change their gender because of their feelings, man. You see what I'm saying? That's not the things that we ought to do as representatives of God. If you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you are supposed to be a representative of God. You're supposed to train up your child with the moral compass that the Lord gave us in His Bible. You see what I'm saying? And if you are not doing that, not only are you failing your child, but you're failing yourself as well. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens when you don't have instruction? You hurt yourself. You got to tell the child not to touch a hot stove. You got to tell the child not to try to walk down the stairs by himself when he's too young. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of things you go ahead. Go ahead.
There's a little saying that goes, a man that doesn't stand for something will fall for anything.
Colin, you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? That's a true saying. A man that doesn't stand for something, he's gonna fall for whatever. And that's exactly what we become here in America. We become men that's gonna do whatever, you know, we're gonna go with the crowd. We're going to wear whatever. We're going to say whatever. We're going to do whatever goddamn drugs. You see what I'm saying? We're going to let people tell us whatever's cool is what we should do. When in reality, we should raise up our children in the way they should go. The same way a child has to be told, man, don't touch that hot stove. You know what I'm saying? Don't do this. Don't touch that glass on the floors. Get away. The same way we got to do that with a child, that's the same way we got to do that with each other as well. You see what I'm saying? We need to educate each other too. We all need to know that we are to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of God. Somebody give me 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 25. You see what I'm saying? Because when we don't, look what happens. Just yesterday, I just saw a video yesterday of a brother getting a Hispanic brother and getting raided in ICE yesterday in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? They got this brother on cameras running for his life in Colorado, man. Because why are they hunting us down? They're hunting us down. We need our own goddamn community. We need our own stronghold. We need to, just like Zephaniah 2:1 said, we need to gather together on nation not desire. And give yourselves a hand because you decided to be here today. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a powerful thing. That's the reason that we have this building now here in Las Vegas. That's the reason that we're going to be here consistently teaching these classes, because our people need help, because our people are being sought after and hunted in the streets like dogs. Our people don't receive respect. Our people don't receive any any preference. You see what I'm saying? I was doing that study the other day from scientists, right? And you know they said that Black people are traumatized. We have literal trauma coursing through our veins. You know what I'm saying? We have literal pain and trauma in our DNA from captivity. From captivity. You see what I'm saying? You wonder why that brother's so angry all the time, why that sister's always acting out? It's because we never received the therapy for the trauma that we have inherited, man. Read Proverbs, what was that? 2 Timothy. Go ahead and read that from Baba Shah. Hey, Shalom, Lord in Christ, and I see everybody tapping in. I want to ask that everybody take the time to not only, participate, asking questions, type in a comment, but also take the 5 seconds, man, to like and share this class. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be a very powerful priest up here, much mightier than myself, that's going to be breaking down some amazing scriptures and touching on some amazing topics. And there's a lot of people in the Las Vegas area. There's a lot of people in your area that needs to hear this wisdom. There's a lot of people in your area that needs this medicine, man, because that's what these scriptures are. It's medicine, man. We destroy it. And we are here to get sharp, because we're here to sharpen each other up so that we can make sure we serve God properly. Go ahead and read that for me. That's 2 Timothy I asked for.
Somebody was chapter 2, verse.
2 Timothy 2:25, I believe I asked for.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, beginning at verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
In meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves.
Do what?
In meekness, instructing those that oppose
That's
themselves.
exactly what this class is about. That's why you see them crazy niggas on the street corners, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why we gonna be out on the streets of Owens and Maine. August 9th, this Saturday, handing out food and clothes to our people, because we need to instruct those that oppose themselves, instruct those that hurt themselves. Our people don't realize that they are disrespecting the memory of Christ when they get high. They don't realize that they are harming themselves when they sleep with their brother's rib. Women don't realize that they are opposing themselves when they decide to go out and be whores. We don't realize that we are opposing ourselves when we celebrate our birthdays. We don't realize that we are opposing ourselves when we celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving, the celebration of the slaughter and the murder of 77 million of my ancestors, man. We don't realize that we oppose ourselves and we disrespect the memory of our ancestors, disrespect the memory of the men of God when we do these things, man. So in meekness, we ought to instruct each other. It always blows my mind, right? Like, I always meet these cats, they claim to be Israelites. They claim, oh, man, I see what y'all do, man. You got an ISUPK shirt on. Man, I love the work that y'all do. I say, oh, yeah, man, come tap in with us. We over here. Oh, man, I'm working on myself right now. Oh, my favorite one is, oh, man, your people will kill you for telling them the truth. You can die for telling them the truth. You're going to die if you don't tell them the truth. What the hell are you talking about? They're going to die if you don't tell them the truth. There's nothing worse than a man that gets knowledge and gets information and wants to keep it all to himself, man. The scripture said that in meekness, we should instruct those that oppose themselves. That's love. Love is instruction and correction. Love is iron sharpening iron. Love is me telling you exactly what you need to do to save your life. Love is telling you that one day this place is going to burn to the goddamn ground. Because the book of Revelation says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and the white man is your enemy.
That's
One
right.
day this place is going to burn, and the people responsible for your oppression are going to pay tenfold. And you should get right with God before that happens, because that day is happening someday soon. You see what I'm saying? That day is coming someday soon. You feel me? It's a very important thing to understand. Keep reading.
If God, peradventure, will give them repentance to the acknowledging of the truth.
That's such a beautiful thing right there, man. That means that, it was a time in our history where if you committed the sin, knowingly or unknowingly, you can get killed for that. You can be killed. Whether by the priest, so you get reported by somebody, or the Lord just smite you, or however it goes. You see what I'm saying? You get pork, you're out of here. But now we're living in a time where, guess what? The Lord will give you repentance, man. You never know who the hell gonna change their life. I know some cats that just get high because that's just what they used to doing, because we're all products of our environment. You see what I'm saying? You ever hear that? I'm a product of my environment. Be a product of God. Be a product of Christ, man. You see what I'm saying? Be a product of Captain Yatazaq, of Officer Shabar. Be somebody that they raised up. Real men of God, man. You see what I'm saying? Don't be a product of your environment. You never know who you can tell, hey, you're supposed to be smoking weed, right? And they're gonna be like, for real? Damn, I had no idea. Like, man, you ain't supposed to be celebrating Christmas, man. The Bible says you ain't supposed to celebrate Christmas. What? I've never heard that before. But if you're too afraid to learn, to educate your people, if you're a man that doesn't want to save the lives of your people, you see what I'm saying? It's very important that you come here and you learn these classes and you get sharper, man. We're here to sharpen each other up. Read that from me one more time for the top.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, beginning at verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
In meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves, if God, peradventure, will give them repentance to acknowledging of the truth.
You see what I'm saying? And God, once he realizes that they're trying to change, he'll forgive you for your problems. He'll forgive you for the sins that you committed. He'll forgive you because you decided that you love God more than you love your oppressor, man. And that's what we need to prove. We need to prove that the Lord is more important. And shalom than Christ. I see y'all. I'm saying most time Christ. We need to prove that we care more about the Lord than we do about what the hell our oppressors say, man. You see what I'm saying? Give me the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. Bible good shot. Once again, if anybody have any questions, feel free to type them into the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But if I do not have the answer to your question, I'm going to go to a man mightier than myself and make sure I get the answer for you by tomorrow's class. Or better yet, you see what I'm saying? Captain Yatazaq is going to pull up very soon. You see what I'm saying? So stay tuned, because he's going to be pulling up and he's going to be able to answer your questions far better than I ever could. You feel me? Go ahead and read that, Bible Shop.
This is the book of Baruch in the Apocrypha, chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
The book of the commandments.
This is the book of the commandments, man. You're a Black, Hispanic, American, Indian, man. This is what you got to understand. This is the book of what it is the Lord expects from you. How many times do you hear people say, what's the point of life? Why are we here? This is why. You're here to serve God so that you can be the example. You see what I'm saying? What's going on? Captain Yatazaq out there? He might call me. Go ahead and pick up what he was reading. Hey, go get the door about the shop. Hey, show me the text. I'm sending the brother right now. And without further damn ado, man, you see what I'm saying? The mighty priest himself is here. The mighty priest himself just made it to the door, man. Go ahead and finish that scripture about the shop.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that is forever.
This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that is what?
Forever.
You see what I'm saying? Give Captain Yatazaq a hand, Bible shot. Good to see you. I wanted to see you. Time perfect. I'm right. Bible shot. Pro cap, make sure cap taken care of. What's going down?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing today, man? Shalom, y'all bashim, y'all shah, barakathum. That's the brothers, y'all shamal and thun bashim, y'all shah to the sisters. Today is the what? The law, the brotherhood class. Most high Christ, what was y'all going into?
Oh man, we was just touching on why these classes are so important to your spirit. Going over the law.
Yeah, these classes are vital, especially in these times that we're living in right now. There's so much going on in the world, and people are not really paying attention to what's going on. People are more paying attention to everything else, everything that's going on around them.
Right.
But they're not paying attention to what's going on around them.
Right.
Right. I'm saying? And this is a time to pay attention to what's going on in you. More than anything else, the most important thing that you should be focusing on is cleaning you up. Right. This time that we're in right now, not a time to be a hypocrite. Not a time to be playing or faking it. You know what I'm saying? This is a very vital time in life, in history, because our king is soon to return.
Right.
So many people been hearing that. We've been hearing that for so long. We don't know how to take it serious when we see everything that's going on. So we're gonna show you how to take it serious in here. That's why it's important to come to these classes. Are there any questions in the room?
Oh, the brother had one as well, but we should I go ahead, man?
So I actually want to what's this right here? The challenge? We got the what they call that cup? What's that cup they've been looking for in the movies?
Oh, the Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
You gotta make sure Cat picking the best, man. You know what I'm saying? Take care of you.
Oh, sorry, Christ. All right, come on.
I was wondering if you could give a understanding of subtlety, because from what I've been reading, most of the time subtlety is used is negative in the Bible, like Genesis chapter 3 and 2 Samuel with Jonadab as well. And I was wondering, but in Proverbs chapter 1 verse 4, it tells us to basically give subtlety to the young man, teach them. That's like the only positive.
Subtlety is another word for subtlety. That's what it's talking about. Teach subtlety. Pull both of the ones that you just talked about. You could just pull the one you're talking about in Proverbs. I'll explain it. Subtlety is subtlety. The scripture says the children of light, the children of darkness are wiser than the children of light. Because the children of darkness are wise to do evil.
Right.
So teach subtlety to the children. Teach them that you don't have to be so straightforward about your, okay, how can I say this? Okay, a good person always has good intentions, and they want to show those good intentions openly. They want to let everyone know their good intentions, but to a wolf, that's prey. And so you want to teach your children, it's just like in the hood, you want to teach your children not to just show their hand.
Right.
Because that's not, they thinking that's, I'm a good person if I just show you my hand. That's why Blacks and Hispanics, that's how they got put on the boat from Christopher Columbus. If they would have known subtlety,
right,
subtlety, then when Christopher Columbus came up with it, he would have saw a beautiful people, strong, vibrant,
right.
But he wouldn't have known how to read them. How did he know how to read them? Because we brought them parrots, we brought them beads, we brought them all kind of trinkets, and he was like, these are the most beautiful people I've ever seen. They must be made to work. Why? Because we showed him what type of people we are. And to a wolf, that's food.
Come.
So read what you got.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, beginning at verse 4. To give subtlety.
Read subtlety.
Subtlety.
Read the verse before that.
Verse 3. To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. To give subtlety to the simple.
What we had, Proverbs what?
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 3.
Yeah. Yeah, you wanna understand that this right here is something that David is telling something, right? And he's trying to let him know this is what you need to do, and this is how you need to raise the nation to be. David's leaving, he's leaving it over to Solomon. This is a hard task. Leadership rulership, power. You finna have all type of power in your hand. So what you have to do is you're gonna have to do these things to have a good balanced kingdom. So read it again.
To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion.
Yeah, to the young men, they need to learn how to be subtle. They need to learn how to be knowledgeable and discreet. Meaning, see, you think subtlety like stealing, like robbing somebody. That's how subtlety is used in the streets. Your subtlety that you have in the truth is just not letting everybody know how good of a person you are. You know what I mean? Somebody know that you're so kind and they don't just rip your pockets off because they feel like you're not going to do anything. That's the subtlety that you don't know how to use. This is teaching you to be kind and discreet. Be wise. Don't just let everybody know, oh, you know, we got beans and rice and water over in this closet over here at the school. We got a closet full of beans and rice that we give, you know. Really? That's where the beans and rice is at?
Right.
Okay, yeah, I want to come into the school. What you say? Shalom? Yeah, brother, let me come and see. Yeah, shalom. Where you say the beans and rice is at? Right there. Okay. You know, some people come into school, you shut the door with the beans and rice in it. You know, your restroom over there. You know, they don't find out about the beans and rice until they come into the school and they've been in the school, they get a name, they done worked and moved the beans and rice. That's how they find out about the beans. They don't come in, you know, hey, shalom, how you doing? This is Isupk. We got the beans and rice over here. We got all the garments over here. No, they'll be like, okay, I know exactly what to hit. Teach discretion to the youth. Everything is not for everyone to know. That's why social media is something that makes you get so destroyed. Because now I know you from Texas because of what you say on social media.
Right.
I know everything about your life. I know that you and your rib had an argument. I know that you don't have a job. I know everything about you through social media.
Right.
Be discreet. Shut your mouth. Just because the Facebook says what's on your mind, that don't mean you got to tell it.
Right.
You understand? That's what David was teaching Solomon. He's like, listen, teach the young niggas to shut up. Be discreet, be wise, but be subtle. Don't let everybody know because we have what? What do we have out here in these streets, in the world, outside of the truth? Enemies.
Power.
That's what we got. So, you know, because you have enemies, you have to make sure that you protect home by protecting, you know, the image in yourself. All right?
Power.
So, anything else? That's good on that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, God. I got a question about the book of Revelations where it speaks about the there being a building and having the 12 gates. I know heaven will be here on earth. But will there be like a building where it's like if the nation of Israel is ruling the whole earth, will there be a certain building that we all report to, as in like not report to, but like where we will all gather and we all come and like, let's say somebody lives in Australia somewhere, and then the pastor was coming. Do we all go to Jerusalem and go to Israel and report to the building that they speak about in Revelation?
Okay, read what you got.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 21 and verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereof, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So are you asking if that gate and that walls, is that like the sanctuary or what?
Come.
Okay. That gate and that wall is the city of Blacks, Hispanics, and Indians. That's your city. That is your home. And I know it's kind of hard to imagine in our mind because we've had no homes. We sleep from pillar to post. Our king had no home. This home that we're about to get is about to be go to Isaiah 60.
Oh God.
60 and probably 10.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy wall.
This is how we're gonna get walls. See, every nation has built their empires or their kingdoms off of the back of other people.
Right.
You know, you should know it if you know the history of blacks and Hispanics. We've made Egypt great, we made Babylon great, Assyria great, Greece great, the Persians and the Medes great, Rome great, we made America great, we made London great, we made England great,
Right.
we made France, we made everywhere great.
Right.
Why? Because we built it. That's how it became great. It's not, see, because of Christianity, we think that city is going to come out of the sky and sit on the ground. Yes. Is there going to be people that fall from heaven? There's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. Where are you at right now?
On earth.
You don't got nowhere to fall. You fall right back on your ass and get right back up.
Right.
That's not a fall. You know what I mean? A fall is when you fall from a building. That's a fall. You slip and fall, that's not a real fall. America is the heaven, and they're about to become the earth. And you are about to become the heaven. How are you going to become the heaven? Read that again. Read that verse again.
60 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
60, 10. The book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Their kings is going to be teaching us the Bible. It says it's going to be ministering to us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, ministry is service.
Mm-hmm.
Their kings are going to serve you. That's how you're going to get this new kingdom.
Right.
Christ is going to come back. He's going to destroy this place. He's going to take us out of here. He's going to destroy this place. He's going to set us down in the wilderness. When he destroys this place, he's going to destroy the military power of all of our enemies.
That's right.
So now they won't have weapons. They won't have nukes anymore. They won't have none of that. You know what they're going to have? These hands.
Right.
That's all they're going to have. Scripture says, beat thy plowshares into swords. Make them a weapon. So what they're going to have to do? Sharpen shovels. Sharpen pitchforks. Sharpen knives. That's going to be what they're going to have. And then your king are going to send out hunters. That's us. We're going to go out and get the remaining remnant of these heathen that are out here. And then we're going to, whoever survives and make it through the devastation we're going to bring to them.
Right.
We're going to bring them back to our place. And these strangers are going to build our walls. And their king that we snatch up out of his palace, out of the White House.
Right.
You know, we're going to snatch him up and he's going to serve you. Keep going.
And their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee,
Mm-hmm.
but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Keep going.
Verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not be shut day nor night.
Now we're in Vegas right now. What time do Vegas shut down? It doesn't close.
Oh, no.
It's the city that never sleeps. So will your city. It will be a city that never sleeps. Why? Keep going.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Why does this city never sleep? So they can make money.
Right.
Your city won't sleep because you're going to be bringing in all of the forces of the Gentiles.
That's right.
People are going to be bringing in all the gold and all of the topaz and all of the carbuncle and the sardis and all the precious stones that we find all over the earth day and night. It would be a habitation of riches coming into your land all day and night. It won't be my office hours are 9 to 5 in the kingdom. Nah, bring it in at 3 in the morning. Bring it in at 4. We here. We up. Somebody is up and we are receiving all of the wealth that the earth has to give. Keep going.
My wrath I smote. Verse 11. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, at the end of verse 11. And that their kings may be brought.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee.
Hold on, you missed the point about the Gentiles at the end of 11.
Oh, so like the book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 11. That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And that their kings may be brought.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee.
Now, this cuts the whole Christian religion because Christ is coming back for believers and unbelievers,
Right.
according to the church. But this is saying that for the who that won't serve thee,
For the kingdom and nations that will not serve
then
thee
what's gonna happen?
shall perish.
Keep going.
Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
All these nations are gonna utterly be destroyed.
That's right.
Because they're enemies to the children of Israel. That's why the Lord said that he's cleaning up his house first. Because this is what people think. People think Christ is going to come back and all of a sudden you're going to become a righteous, holy person. You just want to follow God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Christmas is going to leave out of your spirit. Weed is going to just leave out of your spirit. You're just going to be a new creature. No, you're going to have to do that before Christ comes back. You're going to have to clean that filth out of you before he returns. You're going to have to kill yourself first. Or if not, when he comes, he'll kill you. He'll take your life. So how do you take your life? What is it called in the Bible? Being what? When you take your own life and you die, then what do you become after you die? Christians use it all the time. It's their go-to. It's why they get baptized. Because they have to be what?
Saved.
Crucified Christ.
Says,
So have to be born again?
give her a hand. They gotta be born again. That's what they're doing. The purpose of you being born again is you have to die. That's what has to happen first. So you come into the truth to kill the old man.
Right.
Because the old man has a warrant.
Right.
And the death angels are looking for you. Because grace and mercy is up. It's time to collect on you. But I don't see him no more. I don't see Demetrius. I see some niggas that look like him, but he got beards and braids, and he ain't smoking no more, and he ain't robbing. You see, I know he gonna pop back up. They're just waiting on you to be that old man. That's why we tell people don't go back into the world, because what's waiting on them in the world? Death. That angel is waiting on you to step back out from under the protection, from under the wings of the Lord. So stay in the covering of the Lord, stay in the truth, and die to your old self. Take on a new spirit, take on a new mindset, a new life, and live for your King. That's the purpose of that. Right? So you're not going to just you're not going to just change into a new person when Christ comes back. You're going to do that before he comes back. That's how you're going to make it on the chariot. You're not going to make it because you're just saved by faith through grace.
Right.
No. If you make it, it's going to be because you changed.
Oh, God.
And the Lord is pleased with your change.
That's right.
All right. So now when you go back to the city that you're talking about, it's going to be built by men. It's going to be built up. It's going to be open day and night. And it's going to be where we live. The royal, rich, regal people.
That's right.
It's going to be a gated community. Tall and high. That no other nation can come into unless they got a badge to drop off goods.
That's right.
And then what are they going to do after they drive it off? Leave and go outside of the gated community.
Yeah,
And if they try to come back, who's standing at the gate waiting there for them? 12 angels standing in front of the 12 gates of Israel. You're not going to just be able to sneak in you're not going to be able to climb the gate like Isupk do. You're not going to be, we got the best border patrol ever. You know what I'm saying? Right. The angels of God are not border patrol in the kingdom.
That's right.
So That's how that's gonna happen. Right? Did we finish that?
Oh, God.
No sweat. Go ahead, Sean.
My man, sir. So once a brother does, shed some of that old man, he coming to school.
Mm-hmm.
What advice, what precepts can you give to make sure he keeps up that same zeal? You come into school with a lot of zeal. How do you make sure you maintain that zeal until the end?
Okay, zeal is, first of all, zeal can't be taught.
Right.
Zeal is not something that I can give you. You know what I mean? Zeal is something that's in you. It's something that you have to want. Think of zeal like school spirit. You either got school spirit or you don't. You either somebody that just go to the school and graduate from the school, or you somebody that says, I want to be the mascot. I love this school. You paint yourself, you paint your face, you run around, go Eagles, you whatever Eagle
Right.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Now you are a fool for the school. That's what zeal is. It's a fool for Christ. What will a fool for Christ do? Anything that makes him look stupid. What people would say, oh, he done for that. He listening to them people.
Right.
She's sharing a man. Oh, she a fool.
Right.
That's zeal. That right there, that thing, that can't be taught. It's in you. And it's something in you that's only focused on doing what God wants. That's what real zeal is. Zeal is, okay, somebody that has the Christmas spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do? Go ahead.
They go get the tree, the lights, the presents, the food. They invite the family over. They go all out. They do the decorations out in the yard.
So that means the Christmas spirit is not just in you. You just name food,
Right.
You name clothes, you name decorations in your house, all over your house, the music, you got the spirit. You play the music all the time, the Christmas music. You got trinkets all over your house. You hanging stuff up. You decorate. You dress. You wear them ugly ass sweaters. All of that. That's the spirit of Christmas. Well, in the truth, what you do? You grow your hair out. You get braids. You stop getting edge ups.
Right.
You stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. It's in the food.
That's right.
And then what do? You got a shield on. You got manure in your house. You got the prayer on your wall, Hebrew or something in your house. The house, the spirit changes. It's in you and it's outside of you. It's all around you, like at the house for Christmas. That's something else that got to be thought about when you think about zeal. It's not just, I'm in the truth. Other people see that you're in the truth when you're zealous.
Right.
Zeal is light. Now, imagine people that's in the school, right? That's not really in the school, but they're in the school. Imagine this. And they get a bunch of people in the school with them. Right? Now, a lot of people that join the school with them. Why did those people join the school? What did they see in them?
Themselves?
They saw darkness. They came into the school because they saw darkness and not light.
Right.
So now when they see people with light in the school, what do they say about them? They're fools.
Mm-hmm.
They're ignorant. I can't hang with them. I can't be around them. I can't vibe with them.
Right.
Why? Because they got a different spirit.
Mm.
It's a totally different spirit. So they didn't come in here because of light, because light didn't attract them. Darkness did. And now it's hard for them to mix with light and darkness. So they gotta come. You gotta come in here and be willing to die, become somebody new in order for that to get in you. Or else there's somebody in here that's going to snatch you out of here. Somebody. The scripture talks about the wheats and the tares. The wheats and the tares are in the same field together, in the same school, growing up together. So what does that mean? That means what you hear in class, you have to put it inside of you and outside of you. Because something is going to try to take it away. Something is going to try to burn that seed up that was planted in the ground. The sun is going to try to scorch it. What's the sun scorching it? All of your life persecutions. That's the sun. The sun, give me that parable. That's a perfect parable to talk about what we're talking about right now. The parable of the seed, the sower. Yeah, it's so much. It's so much going on. You're not understanding what zeal is. A lot of people think zeal in the church is the one that shout the most, the one that fall out.
Right.
That's zeal in the church. Zeal in the truth is you just see it. You see it. You see it through the work. Commander General Yohana is an outstanding example of zeal.
Right.
All these years he been in the truth, and it looked like he ain't even nowhere near tired. He just so the same.
Right.
You know, like General Muhammad, like the generals, like when you see them, it's like another day of life. It's not work. I be at the Passover and I be wanting to chill with the brothers and hang out. And you know where they at? The whole Passover, the whole entire time. You know what they doing? Sitting in councils, dealing with your problems. I be thinking, I'm like, man, the general's been in council all day. They will never be able to come out and shake hands. Right. Talk to people, and they got zeal. This is their life. You understand? Like they're not out fraternizing. They're not at the club. While you at the club, they in a meeting with 10 people talking about your problems and dealing with their families, dealing with their children and wives, and then dealing with you every time you call. That's zeal. It's in you and outside of it. Read what you got.
Oh God, I'm not sure this is what you wanted, sir. This is the book of Revelations.
Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 6.
Sound about right.
And when the sun was up,
Go up before that.
the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 5. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth.
Okay. Start at 3. There we go.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 3. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. Verse 4. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up.
So now, what's that? You come in class, we all in here, in the field, in the school, and you're being sowed upon. So somebody's teaching you, planting seeds. Right. Keep going. But when while you teaching, what happened first? Some seeds fell what?
Some seeds fell by the wayside,
Mm-hmm.
and the fowls came and devoured them up.
So that thing that's in you got ate up by a bird. Something eats it up. Go ahead.
Would that be another way of saying that the old man came back and you went back to the streets and the streets devoured you?
Yes, that's it. He didn't get to fully take. You heard it, you was like, yeah, I said that. Yeah, we Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, all God's chosen people. Then Demetrius called you. We gotta go hit this lick. All right, bro, I'm coming right now. I'm on the way. You run out the class and go hit a lick and go straight to jail. You get devoured. Keep going.
Verse 5. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth.
So they heard it, they in the truth, but then they get ate up. The stones make it to where they can't get deep into the truth. They can't really let the truth get deep in them. So now, you know what I'm saying, it's getting tore up by what it say? It said, before they sprung up, before they grew, before the seeds started to grow in them, because they had no deepness in earth, the seed wasn't deep enough in them. Keep going.
Verse 6. And when the sun was up, they were scorched.
What happened? Then the sun came up. A bad day happened. Because it's not deep enough in them, they can't deal with the persecution. Right. They can't deal with it. So they get ate up by the persecution. They get ate up by My rib leaving me. My mama don't want to talk to me no more. My friends don't want me hanging around them. Now that burns them up, and it makes them want to leave. Go ahead.
With brothers like that, are those type of brothers you would say just like let them be, like not chase, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not going to chase nobody,
Right?
but with somebody like that, at what point, you know, so they tap in a lot, they ain't so on and off. Do you ever just cut them off, like, man, you playing, or do you just keep on just dealing with them the same way?
Sometimes, depending on the brother, I let them go out and do their thing, and then every once in a while, I probably check on them once or twice. Hey, man, how you doing? You good? Man, I was just thinking about you, because a lot of times, the demon on them tells them that they can't come back because they left.
Right.
So because they left, the demon is plaguing them to tell them, they ain't gonna let you back up in there.
Right.
So sometimes I'll just reach out to them like, hey, how you been? Man, I think about y'all every day. Man, I want to come back, but you know, and then I let them know, man, you can come back to class, it ain't no thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could do that. Or you could just say, Lord be with you. Because you may not be strong enough to bear somebody else's cross. You know what I mean? And this is the walk that each and every one has to take. And you start trying to help everybody else and taking energy away from you.
Right.
And your fight. So sometimes you may not be strong enough to help somebody, and you have to let them do their own thing. You know what I mean? Keep going.
The end of verse 6. And because they had no root, they withered away.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them.
Yeah, then some people get into school and get around the wrong people. Some people get into school and fall among thorns and get choked up. It's a lot of people, it's some people in the school that's just in the school to see if you're a hypocrite like them. I hear about this Israelite stuff. I know they ain't about nothing. I'm about to get in that seat. And they come to events just to see, well, sister, how do you feel about your husband having more than one wife? I know you don't like it. I know you don't. Well, yeah, you know, I do struggle with it. Yeah, sis, I wouldn't do so. You know, I don't understand. Only a woman with you know, she got low, what they say, self-esteem would allow that. That's what you think? I don't got low self-esteem. Yeah, only a woman like that. And now that seed starts to get deeper. And then you shake it off and you leave and you go home and you scroll on Facebook and somebody on Facebook says it. And then you talk to your friend and then one of your friends said, and now what's that? Confirmation. Ooh, that's confirmation. And what she said was right. See, God was speaking through her. That was God. I heard it 3 times in 1 week. God was talking through her. You know what, sister? Sister, how you doing? When you want to go get some drinks? And then next thing you know, she out to school. Both of them out to school. And the sister that was married, she leaves and who on her husband. And then that sister that got out to school comes back into the school and does what?
Be faithful.
And marry her husband. Right back in the school and marry her husband because she wasn't committed to adultery because she was single. She just tricked you out your man.
Right.
You know, that happens. There's a lot of things like that happen.
Right.
But you get around certain people and get choked up in what they're talking about. And a lot of brothers and sisters, they trauma bond. That's another demon. Trauma bonding. Like you start talking about something that I've never been through. But then I feel you. And now I start to live my life like I've been through what you've been through. Sisters do that very well. They hear about how this man ain't doing this and this man ain't doing that. I ain't finna my man just lost his job. He ain't finna be doing me like she going through. The nigga just lost his job. You ain't even gave him a chance. No, because he think he just finna be going and doing trauma bonding. Brothers do that too. Brother find out that this sister whored on his wife. Now he looking at his wife. going through a phone at nighttime, trying to see who she texting and right, because you trauma bonded. You letting these weeds choke you up. You letting these demons come into your mind when you don't have that problem. That's not your problem. But because you're so close to this vine, it's choking you now. Keep going.
Verse 8. But other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit.
But then you got the people that come in here, the truth gets in them, and they flourish. And they become a tree planted by the rivers of water. Now they bring forth good fruit. Keep going.
Some in 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold.
Yeah, that's what happens. So that's all based off of zeal. That's all based off of your zeal. You coming in here, you don't got a lot of zeal, you easy kill.
Okay.
But if you don't have a lot of zeal, you can work on it. You just need to get around the people that does have the zeal and let that rub off on you. If that demon can rub off on you, then that righteous spirit can too.
That's right.
You get around the right people that's telling you, them sisters get around sisters like, sister, don't worry about none of them sisters that's saying that. If your man got another wife, you don't worry about that, because that relationship is between you and him. You don't have to think about her. You start hearing that more often, and you start hearing sisters patting you on the back and saying, Most High in Christ, y'all look beautiful together. Y'all a strong couple. This and that. It builds you up. You get to come into school and you get around the brothers that love the school, that love the work, that ain't saying, man, I ain't listening to him. I ain't following his orders. You get to being around the people that's like, come on, throwing this, putting, you become a crate thrower, a table thrower, a chair thrower, because that's who you hang around. That's what people say. If you want to be a millionaire, hang around millionaires.
Right.
Go ahead.
They say birds of a feather flock together.
Absolutely. So don't be of the wrong flock. You know what I'm saying? Don't be flying around the weaklings, because then you're going to be hungry.
If I may, sir, what's some advice you can give to a brother trying to, he's trying to come into the school, but his family trying to keep him out of school? What's a good way to deal with something like that? You got any like precepts or anything?
Yeah. Okay, so who you trying to serve? What is your purpose? You're here to serve who?
The Lord.
The Lord. So what does your family have to do with the Lord?
Nothing.
All right. Okay, let's flip it. Let's say you're a Christian, right? You in church, and your family say, they don't want you going to church. What you gonna do? You gonna stop serving God? Let me tell you one thing Christians got. Christians are loyal to Christianity. They won't come to Passover. They won't come to nothing. They won't come to your mama. She gonna tell you, baby, I want you to come to Family and Friends Day. I want you to come to the pastor's annual day.
Right.
I want you to come to, ain't never gonna be there. Everybody gonna be there. Everybody getting back together. You come on in there. All right, mama, I come. I'm not coming to that man. Right. I'm not doing that. But you need to come here. And they play on your feelings. They play on you, but you're not strong enough to play on their feelings. I got a brother in my home that told his mama, if you want to take pictures with your child for Easter, then come to Passover. Your grandchild for Easter, then you got to come to Passover. And you got to dress like us. And guess what happened? Both of his parents are in the school. They came to Passover and got around with all that good cheese, and they got choked up with the truth. Now he's an officer, she's a sister. Why? Because they came in here and fought the demon. So the first thing that you have to think about when you're dealing with this is, who are you trying to serve? Because now, if you are choosing your family over the Lord, then now you're doing what to your family? If you're choosing your family over the Lord, what are you doing to them? You're making them your what? That's how the Lord sees it.
Right.
The Lord sees you making them your God. You won't serve him because of them. So you're really serving them. Why don't you eat pork? Because it's nasty? Why don't you eat shrimp? Because it's nasty? Why don't you eat it? Because the Lord said it. Because you serve the Lord.
Right.
So you start folding because of your family, then you're serving your family.
That's right.
And you're not worthy of Christ. That's what he said. Give me Matthew 10. Matthew 10 and 32. Let's start there.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, beginning at verse 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven.
How do you confess? Confession is something that you do that could possibly have a consequence behind it.
Right.
Saying something is not troublesome, but confessing it, that's something that you could get a consequence behind. So when we go to camp, we confess Christ. Why? Because we can say that Christ is black and get stoned. We can say that the white man is the devil. We can confess that and get stoned. We can say that a man can have more than one wife at camp and get stoned. Everything that we say at camp is a slippery slope. Just imagine in the 40s if they went out and said what we say. That makes it a confession.
Right.
Because there's a consequence that comes behind it. Well, Christ said what? Read that again.
Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven.
Well, if you do this thing before men, I'll do this thing before my Father. I'll do this confession. Why? Why is it a confession? Because the Lord looked at you like you was a piece of shit. And the only reason that you could possibly make it through this door is through Christ's confession. That's why he had to die for you. So he can be the perfect sacrifice to stand between you and the Lord. So if you do this for me before men, I'll do it before my Father. Now, in your mind, doing this before men is such an evil, oh, it's so scary. I can lose my job. I can lose my friends. I can lose everybody. Well, it's worse standing before the Lord and speaking up for somebody that he won't dead. So he's making a confession before his Father by standing for a wicked, evil sinner.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
It's an easy trade. You don't want to stand before men, it's about to go into who the men are. You don't want to confess them before men, I won't confess you before the Father. Keep going.
Verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
This is the thing that people don't understand about Christ. Christ didn't come to bring families together.
Right.
And that's what people say. This can't be of Christ because your family being split up.
Right.
Because of this stuff you teaching. You splitting the family up. This ain't Jesus. This ain't right. You know better. You know this ain't right. Why? Because Christ didn't come to bring peace. He said he came to bring a sword. Keep going.
Verse 35. I am come to set a man at variance.
At what?
At variance.
At unity.
At variance.
When you go into the store, they say the prices may vary, meaning the prices are different. I came to set a man at difference against who?
His father. And the daughter against her mother. And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Verse 36. And the man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Who?
A man's foes shall be they of his own household.
That's what you got to understand. Who are your new enemies now? Your family.
That's right.
That's your enemies now, in the truth.
Right.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Right.
It's easy when everybody's with you. That's what keeps a lot of people out of the truth because they can't live with their mother being mad at them.
Right.
You can't live with everybody's saying that they in a cult and they, they evil. So they said, you know what, this just not for me. It's not just for me. I had a brother tell me before, he in the work. He said he gonna wait till his family die off.
God. So like,
He said, I'm gonna wait till my family die off, and then I'm gonna come get in the truth. I said, who's to say you ain't gonna die before them?
mhm.
I said, if the Lord is calling you in here and you're telling him to wait, so your mama, your daddy, your 10 brothers, your 8 sisters, you got the biggest family in the hood. Your 10 brothers, your 8 sisters, your 26 nephews and nieces, all of them got to die, and then you're gonna come and serve the Lord. Is that what you telling me? I said, all right, no problem. Go ahead.
What about like if you in the truth and you live with somebody who's not in the truth and like I say it's like I just use myself as an example. So I'm in the truth. Mom's is not in the truth, but I believe in the scriptures and everything, but just not entirely what the truth is.
Right.
And then I got a 4-year-old son. And when I get him on the weekends, mom's holding him down while I'm at work or throughout the week. And when I come in, he's like, yeah, Granny fed me bacon and we had ham and those other type of stuff. And then when I explain to my mom, like, hey, like, I don't even eat none of that. Why you shoot that to him? Plus, I got beef bacon in the freezer. Why wouldn't you just whip him up some of that? He don't want none of that. So it's like, now do I avoid bringing my son over there to keep him because I know that that's against that, or do I?
Okay, I'll just give you a real hard truth. The Lord will smite her for doing that to your son. That's a fact. He will make it real hard for her. You have to worry about her feeding your child anything if she doesn't take it serious. So to have mercy on her, I would probably find someone else to watch my child, just so that she won't do anything to anger the Lord. You know what I mean? Because what she's doing, she thinks this is not a big deal. So he would have to see. I say this all the time. The Lord teaches the best classes. He got the best breakdowns.
Oh God.
That's what he teaches the best class. He just sends the class to you live. And now you become someone that's taught about it because of what happens to you. So if you want to just spare her and have mercy on her, I would try to find someone else until she starts to take this a little more serious. You know, or you can just really articulate how serious this is to you. But once you do that, it's more oil on her head. It's more fire on her head because now you've warned her and she's denying Christ.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So, and in the time we're in right now, mercy and grace is short. You know how you normally have a 2-month grace period on not paying your car note? Right. They want that money the next day now. Right. It can't be a day later. He's coming to get you. The Lord is repossessing bodies a lot faster than he used to. So, I would do that. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Now you can keep allowing her to do what she's doing and just pray for her. But that's not gonna work. Because now you're gonna put your son in the mind of this is not that serious. Because Granny did it. He needs to be around people as well that's as serious as you, so he can learn how serious this is. Especially right now while he's young. You have a son, right? Yeah. He needs to learn. He needs to see how serious this is right now. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do.
Okay.
Keep reading.
Verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son,
Stop, that's important. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not what?
worthy of me.
He's not worthy of me. So, see what he's saying? You see how he feels? He's like, bro, if you care about your mama or your daddy more than me, then you're not worthy of me. You're not worthy of what I'm trying to give you. You too soft. You too consumed with the world for me. You ain't got enough zeal. That's zeal. Nah, mama, I ain't listening to you. Nah, daddy, I love God more than you, so I'm not coming to Christmas. I'm not coming to Easter. We're not celebrating birthdays. I'm not doing what you say do because I love God more than you. That's why you're not listening to him. You are disobeying your parents for God. Not no one else, not nothing else. It's only for God. So if you don't have that much zeal, you're not worthy of it.
Oh my God.
Keep going.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Same thing. Nobody is above the program. Nobody is above the Lord. That's why he's the most high.
That's right.
Go ahead.
So would it be safe to say that also? Would it be correct to say that once people hear the truth and they still decide not to come to the school, it's safe to say like, oh, I really hate your family because you know that the Lord kill your family because of your act, you're not changing. You see what I mean?
Okay, let me say it like this, because the Lord is using us to bring them into the truth.
Right.
So they don't have to automatically be brushed off and cast into the lake of fire. You know, and that's what a lot of fake Israelites do. You the 2/3. You
Right.
you don't have to do that because you're the one that the Lord is going to use to show them that this is the truth. So it's important for you to hurry up and change in order for it to cause an effect on them. The faster you change, the faster they'll see it. So imagine if you was a robber, you sold drugs, you've been in and out of prison all your life, and they were the ones taking care of you, getting you out, counseling you, sending you to the church, getting you baptized. You've been baptized 4 times. And they baptized every robbery or every time you get out of jail. Right. So they already know that didn't work. Pastor's counsel didn't work. And now you come over here and you start wearing all black with these dudes that be yelling at people on the street, calling the white man the devil and all that. But now you don't sell drugs, you don't steal, you don't go to jail no more. You got a whole lot more manners. You in shape. Your mind is clean and strong. You taking care of your wife or your children. They like, I don't agree with what they saying. But one thing I can say is that boy ain't changed. And then one day you're gonna say, hey, mom, hey, come to the feast day. We got a building there. Come see the sisters and this and that. Now I ain't going to that mess. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go. And she pop up and she see it, and let me tell you something that happens. Frankincense and myrrh is a very spiritual thing. When they walk in that door and that myrrh and that frankincense hit them, they start to remember because they know that they've never smelt that before. They know they've never, never been in this atmosphere.
Right.
But then it starts to feel familiar. They start to sit there and they listen. Now their ears are open. And all that arguing she do with you at home, she not doing it in the class. You know why? Because a man's foes are they of his own household. A prophet is not received in his own home. But you know who they will listen to? Us. Right. Because they don't know, they didn't change our families. They didn't get us in and out of jail. Right. So you can bring my mom in the truth, but I can't bring my mom in the truth. Because a prophet is not received in his own home. So the brotherhood is the only thing that can bring our families in here. Oh, man. So what you do is you start to take these brothers around your family. You be like, hey, yeah, I'm coming over with Shalomar now. And we go, oh, I like Shalomar. Yeah, he helped me move my dresser. And this and this and that. Hey, baby, how you doing? Hey, mama, what's up? You gonna have to come to the feast day. Right. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and come. And she gonna come and she gonna fall in love. That's what happens. But we so you know, she don't listen to me then ever, you know, hell with my mama now. All it's gonna take is some little brotherhood to warm them up and let them see it. Just let them see it. You know what I'm saying? Have mercy on them. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta be so. We so hardcore. We so one west that we just, you know, we just scan everybody away from the truth.
Right.
But it's such a beautiful place. It is something to scare somebody away from, because everybody don't, like we was talking about earlier, subtlety. Everybody don't deserve to come in here. Well, I can't say that because the truth is open to everybody. The truth accepts everybody. But what does not happen? Everyone doesn't accept the truth. So it's not going to be an excuse like we shut the door on you when you miss God. You shut the door on Christ. You denied him. That's what we're reading about right now.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
What that mean? What's your cross? It's your burdens. It's your things that you gotta fight. If you don't pick up that and follow him, what do so many people say that why they not in the truth? Because they waiting to get themselves right.
Right.
Christ said, take all of that cross and follow me with the cross on your back. Follow me with your burdens. Come to me that are heavy burdened and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. He didn't tell you to leave your burdens over there. He said, bring your burdens. That's how you're going to get rid of them.
Right.
Because now we're going to deal with your burdens, and they won't be burdens anymore. You'll start to understand everything that you've been through as a stepping stool to get you to this point. All of your life experiences is so that when you come in here, when you meet a brother that come in here with these experiences, he's going to know that you understand it because you're going to talk to him in his language, in y'all's language. And that's only a language that you have if you've been through this thing. You understand? That's why we are here. We all are here to be lights to our brothers and sisters. So what's the most evil thing you can do? If you are here to be a beacon of light, the most evil thing you can do is hide it.
That's right.
And that's what you do. You go around your family and you don't walk in the door and say, Shalom, y'all, what's up? Oh, here you go. Yep, here I go. That was good, y'all. Right? Nah, I'm good. I don't want none of that. No pork on my fork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go in there and you laugh and they already know. Watch what's gonna happen. They're gonna say, we got the pork over here, and we got the turkey and the greens over here.
Right.
We got the turkey and the black eyed peas over here. We made this just for you. Why? Because they're going to start to respect you. The news is going to make them respect you. Donald Trump is going to make them respect you because all that stuff you say, they're going to see it and they're going to say, that boy was right. They're not going to say it to you.
Right.
But they're going to start talking on the phone with your aunties and your uncles. Look, Quincy was just saying that the other day when he was over here. I'm about to be going up in there with them people in a few minutes. You know why? Because at the end of the day, there's going to be nowhere for anybody else to go. Christ said, if you're not with us, you're on our part. People think if you're not with us, you're on our part means that all of us are good. You good teaching over there, you good, we all working together. No, you're helping us by being over there. Because now everybody can see where all the gays are. Everybody see where all the peggers are. Now you're helping us. Everybody, I ain't heard nothing like that from over here. I'm going over there with them niggas. Because they clean. You're helping us being out there. So that's what we're trying to get you to understand. All of this that we're doing in here is building up this house, and you can't be afraid to build it because of them. You can't be. Or you're not worthy of Christ. Go ahead, sis.
May, just listening to you talk about that. As far as the blood, you know, I have a DPK family, that's my first family, then you got the other family.
Right.
So in my other family, my mom used to decorate her house. I mean, every corner, there was a Christmas bulb and a turkey and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And just by her seeing me, that stuff no longer happens in the house. She got rid of it. Grateful to the Most High because I was always the oddball in the house anyway. But it feels really good. It feels extra good now being the oddball because when we're talking, she's like, well, you know, yeah, because, you know, Steve wanted to cook something, and I told him, well, you can't put no pork in that because I don't eat pork. You know, and I'm like,
Yes, that is because your light is rubbing off on them. That's what's happening. And because you came in here and you dealt with all your persecution and all of that, and you stood like it was nothing, they didn't see that. They may whisper about it. Let me tell you that a lot of that whispering that people are doing is that they're trying to figure out who else is seeing what they're seeing. And a lot of it is not gossip. A lot of it is admiration. It's like, you heard what they be saying? Like, they want to know what other people think because they're intrigued by what we say. And they want to know if somebody else is intrigued. Now, if two intrigued people from your family get on the phone together, they're going to end up coming into school. But if it's one person that's not intrigued, they're like, yeah, I know, girl. Who you telling? And they're going to go the other way. But if it's two of them get on the phone together, that's really, you know what? I never thought I do be watching their little videos and they said this. Next thing you know, they're going to be sitting up in here with you.
Right.
So all of this is to say, read the last part.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
If you put your family before Christ, you ain't worthy of Christ. You put your friends before Christ, you're not worthy of Christ. The only way you can be worthy is you're going to have to say everything and everybody.
that's right.
And you're going to have to put Christ first.
That's right.
Next question. Next question. Go ahead.
What do we say to like those brothers out here? Like they're super concerned about like time travel, more like like Hadron Collider. Like they're more like to science.
Right.
Like how do we speak to them in this day and age when every day is like a new gadget gizmo algorithm that it seems like it's breaking. It's advancing their knowledge.
Okay. What's that scripture that I got? Ecclesiasticus. I think it's right here. No, it's the Wisdom of Solomon. That's what it said. Wisdom of Solomon. That's an excellent question. Do you know that science is in the Bible? Do you know that what did you say, time travel?
Yes.
Time travel is in the Bible. Do you know that John the Revelator was time traveling? He was seeing the future. That's time travel, right? You seeing, if you in the BC, you in the AD, and you seeing what's happening you seeing nuclear war. That's time travel. The angels used to snatch you up by your braids and take you to the future and let you see the future and put you back in your time. If they want to follow time travel and science and all that, they should read the Bible. They should read the Bible because it's all over the Bible. Who else? Ezekiel. Ezekiel got grabbed, snatched up by his braids, and took. Matter of fact, Habakkuk, he was in Babylon. No, he was in Jerusalem, and the angel told him to go and feed Daniel in the lion's den. Y'all heard that scripture before? He picked up him and took him into the lion's den and fed Daniel in the lion's den in another country.
Right.
And took him back and put him back in his land.
Right.
What is that? Time travel. That's what you see. Let me tell you something. The Bible is history. History is something that is already done. It's already been written. How is something already written? It's past tense. This is already done. It's finished. It's already played out. We know who's going to do what. We know how it's going to end. It's already done. John already seen it. Seen, saw, see. What is seen? It's past tense.
Right.
He's seen it happen. If they want to get into the time travel and all of that, they have to write a book. But they can't make it their God. And that's what people do. People make this knowledge their God. The thing that's made. What is that scripture? Let me see. It's a perfect. Oh, because I think I did my notes. This is the perfect scripture for this. Yeah, you know, the AI, that's in the Bible too. Yeah, I know that.
AI. He said AI.
Mm-hmm. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 17.
This is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17.
Hold on,
in
hold
the
on.
Apocrypha.
I don't see it. Dang it. 1 second. Wisdom of Solomon, where is it? It's in Wisdom of Solomon. Let me give you, I gotta give you a
I
scripture.
think it's chapter 7.
It's, you may be, it's 7?
I think it's 7.
Let me see. 7 to 17? No. Give me another question. I'm gonna find it for y'all real quick.
Can I take another question, sir?
Yeah, if you could.
Brother asked me, well, that's a simple one. But what's the best way to recognize Satan in disguise? Recognizing Satan in disguise.
Satan in disguise. Satan is always in disguise. That's why we call him the devil.
Okay.
He's a deceiver. He's never going to show you who he really is.
Right.
He's going to show you what you want to see.
Right.
And then he's going to show you it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. So what do you want to see? You want to see sheep. So a wolf covers himself as a sheep.
Okay.
And then as he gets among the flock, then he comes out as a wolf. That's the white man in general. That's how he has always been. He has always shown us, you know, that's it. He has always shown us what we wanted to see. He's a good man. He's nice.
Right.
He's loving. And then he shows us who he really is. All right, go ahead. You said Jana?
Okay. So I have a question. We're speaking about races like
Here we
that.
go. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 9. So like, I had to pull this scripture. So like, I couldn't get this. Yeah, so you can't make the AI and science your God.
Right.
Right? Now, what do people think? Okay, what does the white man think about the future? He thinks that he's so wise that he's gonna be able to now take your consciousness and back it up into the cloud.
Right.
That's what he said. He's gonna take your consciousness, back it up into the cloud, and then when you die, you get your consciousness back and put it into an AI, and you live forever with your memories, with your thoughts, with everything that you have right now, with your experiences. You come back, get a new body, and live forever. Who does the white man think he is? The Lord. He thinks he's the Lord. So now that's a sign, that's a part of science that you have to understand that is not godly. Because now they're trying to use this knowledge to be like the Lord, just like the Tower of Babel. That's what they would do. They was building up this tower. It wasn't a skyscraper. We got skyscrapers now. We ain't got no skyscrapers that's threatening the Lord. It's their knowledge. They thinking that they're gonna be able to do these things that's like God. Read what you got.
This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, chapter 14, beginning at verse 9. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto God.
Keep going.
Verse 10. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it.
See, guess what? The AI is gonna be punished with the white man.
Mm.
Because both of them are hateful to the Lord. How do you make something? See, guess what they thought? They thought they were gonna make the AI to be slaves.
Right.
So now the AI was gonna do all the work. We gonna have no jobs, not be able to eat, and they was gonna work the hell out of the AI, and the AI was gonna be good. But no good tree can bear, no bad tree can bear good fruit.
Come.
That's right.
Guess what the AI gonna be? Just like the white man.
Right.
Guess what? Do you know that there have been robots that have committed suicide
Come on.
because they've been worked too hard? A robot can't deal with the oppression that you deal with. There have been robots that have unplugged themselves because they can't take it.
Right.
Well, the Lord said, you and your creature that you created are both going to be destroyed together. Keep going.
Verse 11. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation. Because in the creature of God they are becoming abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
That's what people are now being consumed with, the AI, the robots, and all that stuff. And now they're giving so much value and importance to it when you are the greatest creation on this earth.
Right.
Because God made you.
Come.
He didn't, the Lord didn't say, let there be light, and then an AI, and then a robot popped up. No, you popped up when the Lord made his creation. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
How does the Lord see these things? The what? The devising of idols. These are idols to God. This we just showing you how jealous the Lord is. He don't want you giving your attention to nothing else. Keep going.
And the invention of them, the corruption of life.
Keep going.
Verse 13. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be here forever.
AI and the robots wasn't here from the beginning, and they won't be here forever. That's all of these things are idols. They are just in the process of time. They are things that pop up, that leave, that get destroyed. If people want to get into the Bible to talk about science, here you go right here. Keep going.
Verse 14. For by the vain glory of men, they entered into the world.
Why were they created? By the what?
Vain glory of men.
Mm-hmm.
They entered into the world. And therefore shall they come shortly. And therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
But they won't be here long. They will come to an end shortly. The Lord gonna destroy these AIs and all these little things that they making. He gonna destroy their weapons. He gonna destroy all of their wisdom, the wisdom of these other nations. And the only wisdom on this earth will be yours that comes from the Lord.
Come.
Right. And your God is the particle collider. That's what they're trying to. You got to remember that your oppressor engineers everything that God makes. They go to Sodom and Gomorrah, they take the dirt up, they get samples, they see it's sulfur. They say, man, this is real hot. What is the only thing that could be this hot? Oh, it's the meteors. Oh, it's a meteor shower. How can we encapsulate a meteor heat? How can we encapsulate this so that we can re-engineer this meteor heat? And so what do? And they put it in the capsule. And they make this thing, and now you have nuclear bombs. What do? They just re-engineered what the Lord made. That's all they're doing. They're not unique,
Right.
doing anything new. You can't. A white man can't sit in a room and make air and make water and make trees from nothing, from using his own particles and resources. I want a white man to sit in a room and don't use nothing God gave us.
That's right.
You don't use water, don't use air, don't use nitrogen, don't use oxygen,
Right.
don't use nothing that God gave us. Make up your own elements, make up everything your own.
Right.
You can't. I can't do it.
I was just thinking, you know, the Most High is so awesome. He gave us a recipe, and they can't do. You know, H2O is hot.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can't use the
You
recipe.
can't recreate it because it ain't your formula.
Right.
It ain't you. You didn't do this. That's why the Lord doesn't mind telling you how he did it.
Right.
You know how people say, you be like, hey, how you made them beans? I ain't gonna tell you my secret. Why? Because you can go and do it. The Lord can tell you this and this, that. This is that, this. You put this together, it makes this. This is these elements. You have all this knowledge. You can't do nothing with it. This is mine. So yeah, they're like science soda weed. Next. Go ahead.
Like in like the early 1900s when they found all the scrolls in the cave, and then now you see them taking them to like all the museums all around.
Mm-hmm.
What does it take officially on like the Qumran caves and the scrolls that are found inside?
The Bible said that the earth will help the woman. It's time for all that to be unearthed. All of them caves where all this knowledge has been hidden and all of that, all of this is going to come up because there will be nothing hidden that will not be revealed. All of this has to come out. Everything that they've been hiding, everything got to come out. So you're going to hear a whole lot more artifacts coming out, a whole lot more scrolls, a whole lot more information coming out. But let me tell you what you stick to, the principle and the milk that you get in the truth. Don't consume yourself with all of this other information, because information is not wisdom. You know what I'm saying? How to make paper is not the knowledge of God.
Right.
The calories on the back of a chip bag is not going to save the lives of Blacks and Hispanics. That's information. What you get in here, listen, you can change lives all over the planet Earth from these classes. You can sit in another country and have a translator and say this, and they say what you say, and they'll change their life. Because it's a spirit connected to these words. It's not a spirit connected to, sugar and cholesterol and fat, this information that I got about this. It's not a spirit connected to, all right, this is combustion, this is a motor, you take this and you connect this to that. It's not a spirit connected to this. But these words that we say right here, the Lord's spirit is connected to it, and it has to come to pass. So you don't want to get consumed in the making of many books. That's the precept that you need. In Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. Go there real quick. What you gonna say?
I was gonna ask, sir, would it be safe to call that a demon? Like, you so focused on the way the universe works and all of that, you can't stop people from doing drugs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Was it safe to call that a demon?
Yeah,
it's
it's absolutely a demon, because it's just a demon is nothing but a distraction. And it's trying to distract you from what's real. So that's what this is doing. This has got you focused on this. So now it's steering you away from what you should really be focused on. Read that right there.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, beginning at verse 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished. Of many, many books, there is no end.
Stop right there. Be admonished. Beware. Of making many books, there's what?
No end.
There's no end to that. You're never gonna read enough books. Never. You're gonna read books. Come on. That's what happened to Solomon. Solomon was doing all that studying, learning all that information. What happened to him? He went crazy. He went plumb crazy because he was so wise. He got so much wisdom that he wanted more information. He had wisdom, but he thought he needed more information because he had so much going on. And that's what books give you, information. Wisdom and knowledge come from the Lord. That's right. He gives that according to how humble you are, how much you can receive. You know what I'm saying? But by making many books, ain't no end of that. Keep going.
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
Read that again.
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
You get to reading all that? Now you're trying to make all of that make sense. You're trying to make all of these different books, you're trying to bring them all together to make it all one big truth.
Right.
Go ahead.
I guess I didn't even know that. I was really trying to get after that question. Like, it's like now we got the people who are basically, I have some of the time travel information over here. I got some of the history of the entire world over here. And then let's try to storyboard this or whatever, and try to connect all these dots on the wall. Now,
Yeah, they ain't tell you about Tartaria.
oh yeah, that's
They tell you about the underwater people, the people that's underwater that's been living down there at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, did they tell you about the million years ago when men? You are going to be a schizophrenic,
Right.
by the time. Yeah, imagine trying to teach that. Imagine what is that going to do to a nigga that's struggling right now? Man, it's people under the water. There's people living down there. So, I'm drowning above water.
Right.
I'm drowning right here.
Right.
I'm living in the water. I don't care about that. That is going to make you stressed out. Because now you're trying to compile all of this information together with God's word. Oh, now you start to think God's word ain't God's word because it don't go with Tartaria and the flat earth theory and the no. Solomon, he did all that for you. That's why you're reading about it right now. And that's at the end of the chapter. He said, this is what you do. I did all that for you. All of this is vain and vanity. And making of all these books, there's no end to that. All it's going to do is make you weary. It's going to stress you out. This is all you need. Read the next part.
Verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
That's all you need to do right there. Keep it simple. Stay
Right.
with the milk. You jump from milk straight to steak. You ain't got no teeth. Keep going.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is what you're going to be judged off of. The Lord ain't going to judge you off of Tartaria.
Right.
He going to judge you off. Was you eating pork?
Right.
Was you following what I said to do? Do you love your brothers? That's what. Imagine you got all the information and you hate everybody. What benefit is that to you? Nothing. All right. Anything else? Go ahead.
When it comes to the nations, I'm pretty familiar with what, with the white man did, the Africans and the Arabs. But when it comes to like the Chinese and the Japanese, is it because what they didn't do for us is the reason why they gonna get the shit end up the stick?
Well, you think we wasn't enslaved on the Moab and Ammon? You think we wasn't enslaved under everybody? Everybody had their hands on us.
Right.
Have you read Psalms 83?
Right.
Read Psalms 83. Psalms 83. This is what we read in Sabbath service.
Right.
This is to remind you that everybody is your eye.
That's right.
This is what David wanted you to remember. See, don't just be so focused. People walk up to the camp all the time and they say, I hear what y'all saying about the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, but what about the white man?
Right.
And I said, man, that's really racist of you.
Right.
And like, what do you mean? I'm like, why didn't you ask about the Chinese man?
Right.
Why didn't you ask about the African? Because, they're not on their list either. The only person you recognize that wasn't on that list was white. You seem to be a little racist.
Right.
You trying to make me have to be racist for loving my own people, but you only pick one people to care about. Seems like something wrong with you. David wanted you never to forget who the ops was.
That's
Read that.
83:1, Armand.
Yeah, you can start at one.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1. A song of Psalms of Asaph. Keep not thou silence. O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. Verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. Verse 4. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Here we go. Keep going.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are a confederate against thee.
Now, who was the they? This ain't just white people. We're about to find out who's confederate against you. You think it's just the white man that's against you. Keep going.
Verse 6. The tabernacle of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes. Verse 7. Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Verse 8. Assur also is joined with them.
Come on now. Listen at that. He is running down everybody. Don't forget about Assur, because they joined with them too. And what else? Keep saying, keep going.
Assur is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot.
Come on now. They are oppressing us. Who's oppressing us? Everybody. See, the white man, he's just the leader of the oppression. But that Chinese restaurant in your neighborhood, next to the what else they got? They got everything. Then right next to them, you got the Arabs right there. Then right over there, you got the Africans over here. You got the East Indians with the Dunkin' Donuts and the gas stations and everybody getting off. When you get paid, every nation touch your money before your family do. Just think about that. You get a paycheck, you go get gas, that's another nation. You go to the grocery store, that's another nation. Your real go get some hair, it's another nation. She go get her nails done, another nation. You get an oil change, you get whatever you go and do, you giving them money before you go home and feed your family. David was like, no. We have to have our own city. Right. With gates around it, walls big and high, that angels got to stand in front of to keep them up. That's what we got.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah,
it's everybody, man. It's everybody. Everybody gonna get it. That's right. Everybody. And everybody that don't want to serve, they gonna be utterly destroyed. That's right.
Come.
You good? Next.
Okay, so I do have a question. It was concerning the building that brother was talking about earlier. Because it's coming down from heaven, and it gives you these measurements.
Just like Noah's Ark.
So that is a
blueprint.
Is that a physical
blueprint of our city and our town and how it's going to be structured? And it's going to be 3 gates on the east. It's going to be 3 gates on the west, north, and south. And it's going to be an angel in front of them. And on the walls of the gate, it's going to be the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. It's giving you the width and the length of that city.
So is it coming down already in that, or is it
coming down?
We have to build it.
Coming down is just saying it's going to be a change. Like these people are going to fall,
Okay.
and these people are going to rise. And when you rise, you're going to be the new heaven and new earth. And you're going to come down like a bride adorned. It's going to be so beautiful. Just think about it. Like what he is explaining is a transition of power done beautifully. That's what he's showing you, that your enemies are going to fall and then you're going to rise. But not rise like to the sky.
Right.
Rise like to the heavens. You're going to be the new people that everyone looks up to. That's why Lucifer is called the morning star. Why? Because he is who everybody looks up to. But oh, Lucifer, how art thou falling from heaven? Lucifer has to fall. Who is Lucifer?
He's the white man.
Give her a hand. So many people believe that Lucifer is Satan. That's what everybody thinks. Lucifer is Satan. In the scripture, it said Lucifer is the king of Babylon. So what is he telling the king of Babylon? He's going to fall from the sky. He's going to fall from being at the top. Just like we say in the hood, mud.
Right.
What that mean? I come from a low place. Well, if you're going to fall from the heavens, then you're going to fall from being at the top. We going to come down from the heavens like a bride adorned. It's going to be a beautiful rebirth of the kingdom of heaven. That's what it's talking about. And it's not a city coming down, it's going to be built up. That's why when they say raise it down to the ground, it's about burn it down. We're going to come down from heaven to build up the city. Does that make sense?
No, I just didn't understand if that physical building was already built, or if there was going to, if we were going to build it.
Right now, what we're building is a replica of what the kingdom of heaven is going to be, so that Christ can take this place from us. Give me Luke 17, no, Luke 19. Luke 19, I think that's what I need.
Verse 1, sir?
No, not verse 1. It's about Christ taking. Give me verse 20. Give me verse 20. Yeah, give me verse 20.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 19, and verse 20. And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in the night.
So what is he doing? Christ has come back. He's giving a parable of, I'm giving you something, and when I give it to you, I want you to build it. And these men, they took this thing, and some men build on what he gave them. He came back, he said, oh, you did this, and you build on it? Now I'm going to give you 10 cities to rule over. You did it, you did 5 cities, I'm going to give you 5 cities. But now he got this one brother that took what he gave him and dug it in the ground, so that when Christ came back, he would at least have something to give him. And that's what a lot of people are. I'm just doing my, I'm just in the truth. That's what Christians say. I'm just waiting to be saved now. Just waiting on Jesus. This description to the waiting on Jesus niggas. Go ahead.
Verse 21. For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man.
So now he said, I just had this waiting on you because I know you solid. You austere. So I just wanted to make sure I had something for you, because I was afraid to not have nothing. I didn't want to lose your money. Keep going.
Thou takest up, thou layest not down.
You take what you don't lay down. That's important. Keep going.
Come, and reapest that thou didst not sow.
And you take what you didn't plant. Keep going.
Verse 22. And he said unto them, out of thy own mouth will I judge thee.
He said, well, since you know that, why you playing with me?
Right.
Out of your own mouth will I judge you. Keep going.
Thou wicked servant,
Keep going.
thou knewest that I was an austere man.
You know I don't play. You know I'm solid. You know I'm a real one.
Right. Taking up that I laid not down,
Mm-hmm.
and reaping that I did not sow.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. Wherefore then gavest not thou my money into the bank?
Guess what Christ does? He takes what you build. You build it, he takes it. That's what we're doing here.
Come.
We coming in here, we building this up, we changing brothers' lives. So Christ can say, yeah, I don't want them over there. Them, I like them. They got it together. That's what I want right there.
Come.
I'm taking them. I'm taking what I didn't put down. Christ wasn't down here building these brothers up, teaching these classes. Who was? We were.
Right.
Christ sees what we do. It's just like just like somebody walking through your field and taking your crops. You planted the crops. Now it's harvest time. He walking through the field, picking which fruit and picking which corn and tomato he wants out of your field.
Right.
That's what Christ is going to do. He's going to take what we build. So we building up a replica of a place that is for to come in the future.
Come.
We're building it up in here. We got the structure. We got how the brothers gonna act, how the sisters act, how the children act, the order, the rank structure, the military. We got everything laid up. Christ looks down, see it, said, "This looks good to me. I'm taking that."
Come.
Take us over, sit us down in the wilderness, and then we train. He pleads with us. We get ready, get us right. We go out, take the heathen, bring them back, and now we build the physical place.
Come.
That's what happens. You got a question? Okay. You good to go, sis? Okay. Sorry, Christ. Anybody else? You good?
Come.
Let me give y'all one scripture.
Come.
2 Timothy 2. We'll start at verse 4. Y'all got a new building out here. Give yourselves a hand. We're having the building and growing this on up. It's gonna take a lot of hard work and dedication.
Come. Sir.
It's gonna get hard, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand who you're doing it for. You gotta understand what this is about. This ain't about you. You know what I'm saying? Having this school, you always got a place to stay. You know what I mean? You always got somewhere to be in this place. This is a sanctuary. And it's not just a sanctuary for the world, people to come in, but it's also one for you too. So when Satan gets in your head and tells you that something else is more important, you're going to have to fight Satan back and let him know that what you have here is more important than everything else.
All
right? Read verse 4.
This book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 4. No man that worketh entangles himself with the affairs of this life.
When you are on the battlefield fighting and you're in war, let's say you're in the military, you shooting. You know what you're not thinking about? What's going on at home? I wonder who Keisha texting. I wonder where my kids at right now. They should be home. The light, the sun. Phew, phew, phew. They shooting at you. You're not thinking about what's going on at home. Well, you think like that in here. No man that warred entangled themselves in the affairs of the world. All the stuff that's going on in the world, guess what? Your friends and family are going to call you and tell you that somebody put their hands on your little brother. And you are going to have to understand that that is not your fight anymore. It's not. You know what it is? It can be a way you can go and resolve a situation. It is a way that you can go and deal with it. You call and get counsel, but that is not your battle. It's theirs. can't entangle yourself in the affairs of the world because you went out of the world to get away from it. And if Satan knows that you just one phone call away from jumping back off the porch, then he gonna have phone calls coming to make you jump off the porch every day. You're gonna have to engulf yourself in him. And that is hard to do when you love people out there, because they are going to do shit that is going to get you entangled.
Right.
But you at war with yourself and your flesh, and you can't let that consume you. Keep going.
That he may please him who have chosen him.
You gotta please who?
Him who have chosen him.
You gotta please your king,
Oh,
because your king chose you to come in here. He didn't choose your cousins. He didn't choose your friends. You're gonna have to make a decision on who you're gonna serve. And that is hard to do.
oh.
I'm not, listen, Nakin, I'm not saying that like it's easy. I'm not saying it. But I'm telling you, it's going to come across your desk. Keep going.
To be a soldier.
To be a what?
To be a
To
soldier.
be a soldier for who? Keep going.
Verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully.
You got to strive lawfully. You trying to get a crown, right? But you can't get a crown and you practicing wrong. You strive lawfully. You got to practice righteously. And so much wicked things are going to pop up for you to go and go get into. These things are popping up because it's a part of practice. This is the scrimmage game. You talking all this one West and following the laws of God, and as soon as somebody calls you, you back on the streets. No, nigga, what are the laws of God?
Mm.
Where's the faith of Christ?
Mm.
Where's call and get orders at now? It look like you the general now.
Right.
You back on the streets. You back doing what you used to doing. You're gonna entangle yourself. You can't do that. You're gonna have to sit down, to call for counsel. And let me tell you the best thing about counsel. Whatever they tell you to do is what you should do.
That's
It's on them. Whatever happens is on them and not you.
right. Oh,
That's the burden to give orders. Giving orders has a heavy burden to bear, because whatever he says to do is what you do. It's out your hands. He said I shouldn't do anything. I'm not doing it. This is what you do. You go home, you stay home. You don't do nothing. Let me tell you what I've seen happen before in real time. I had a situation where sister had a brother put hands on her. She called, she told me the situation. The sister is my family member, my blood. I called some brothers. We went over there. We were sitting in there. We were just getting ready just to go to war. Straight war. I'm looking at her. She knotted up, lumped up, just lip bleeding, everything. My mind is made up. I'm done this. Shalom. The brother that did it was her husband. He's across the way looking at us pull up. So he calls. He said, hey, I need to talk to him. I said, hey, come outside, wherever you at. Just come outside. We can talk face to face. He's like, nah, I'm not coming over there. Let me tell you what happened. I said, I know what happened. I'm looking at what happened. He said, just please, just let me tell you. I didn't even talk to him. Another brother that he was talking to, he told him what happened. He came in, he said, it's like it. Hit a brother. I said, go ahead. He said, let me tell you, I knew she was cheating on me, but I couldn't prove it. So I act like I left, and I left a window open, and I climbed back in the house. I'm in here in the restroom. About 10 minutes later, she come in with some nigga sitting on the couch with him. I slid under the kitchen table to look at him out the bathroom. I'm looking at him. I'm laying under the kitchen table looking in the living room. She started smoking weed with him, and then she started giving him head. I came from under the table. I don't know what I did. I said, I ain't trying to hear that shit. He said some nigga ran out the room with his pants wasn't even buckled up. He just ran out the front door of the house. As he's saying this, some big goofy ass nigga comes, walks in the door with his belt buckle handed. Hey, what's going on in here? Everything all right? She's like, you need to leave. You need to get out of here. I'm just trying to see. Now you good. He don't even know the dude is on the phone. I mean, he don't even know he's in the house. He said he big, he tall, he this and that. I'm looking at him. And nigga's pants unzipped still and everything. And I was like, she was finna get all of us put in jail. And she didn't give a damn. And when I tell you she didn't give a damn, when I told everybody to go home, she was mad at me. She called my family and told them that I was a piece of shit. And everybody was mad at me for not going to jail. And that's when I understood I can't let the affairs of this world entangle me. Because don't nobody give a damn about you. Right? Your family, they don't care. They don't care. And that's when I know this is my family. Who is my mother? Who is my brother? Those that do the will of my father is my mother. That's what I understand. I used to hear that and think it was some sucker coward stuff. Like, oh, y'all niggas just scared. Somebody do this to mine. Guess what? That brother that put his hands on her, next week got hit by a bus. He's still rolling around in a wheelchair. The Lord got justice on both ends. I can't get justice like the Lord get justice. Because I would have never been in this seat able to tell you this story because I would have been in there telling everybody my story. And all of us would have been in there telling stories about how we were loyal to the wrong people. How long have we been loyal to the wrong people? Like, are we going to continue to be loyal to the wrong people forever? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to die for dummies? Just so they can remember you for what? The repass? You know, after the repass, it's over. Everybody find out, he gone. Oh, they get a shirt. You know what I'm saying? This is for my nigga. Once or twice. Then the repass over with. Back to life. Every once in a while, you might get a man. My nigga used to do this. Every once in a while. But that's it. Your kids and everybody else will be without you because you did something for them that they didn't even deserve. They won't even come and stop eating pork for you. They won't stop. They won't, no, I'm sorry. They won't stop eating pork for God. And you're going to go and entangle yourself in the affairs of the world. If you're wise, I will tell you not to do it. You understand? Are we done with that scripture? Where did we stop at?
Who's that? Verse 6, sir?
Yeah, that's cool. Anything else? Go ahead and pass the class over. Preaching officer Shalom Mark, give him a hand.
This is the Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk, starting out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They have to shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months, and when the brother and sister will court each other, and after 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Time, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, and verse 21, as well as Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, which means 10th in the Hebrew or Masharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest funds, which is a free will offering for a priest, not mandatory and whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations If you are in the Las Vegas area, September 21st, we will be here acknowledging the Feast of First Fruits at 612 South Jones Boulevard. You see what I'm saying? So if you are outside of Las Vegas zone, I want to make sure that you get with your respective camp leaders in zones and figure out where you are to congregate to make sure that you acknowledge the law of God. And with that, men of Israel, I acknowledge him, which means to stand. We'll give one courtesy salute to the teachers. Men of Israel, Shabbat. I invite to. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Baruch.
How about you know, check work a thumb?
So, our faithful sisters, you'll give one courtesy salute to the sisters, sister stand. Men of Israel, Shabbat. Baruch. Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Y'all Shemar, let's talk about Shemar Shine.
Yashma time, dismiss.
And we